Hi there, I'm just wanting to do a video, and I'm wanting to do a video on the true self. And the real self, I think I'll talk about my awakening. I think that's an easier way to do it. Basically, when I had this awakening, basically what you're dealing with is the true self. You're going back to that, which is the core of you, which is the core of everything. And the true you is not a physical body. It's not. We're just feelings and vibrations. Vibrational awareness was something that I woke up today and calling it. Just vibrational awareness, and its infinite potential of experiences within this awareness. And basically, when you awaken, you're not access. People have got this imagination when you're awakening that it's so important to access past or records that are non-existent. They don't exist. All that exists is consciousness. Your past life, there isn't past or future life. There's just awareness that is forever changing. And when you awaken, you're accessing these feelings, because it's these feelings that harm us, that cause physical and mental illness. So when you awaken, you're dealing with these feelings. You're not going to be, when you're awakening, you're not going to be interested in dealing with illusion. You're going to be interested in dealing with the true self, which is just vibrational, just feelings. And you're accessing these feelings and you're healing yourself. You're accessing these deep, how would I put it, manipulated energies that have turned into traumas. Trauma isn't really trauma. It's just a frequency, an infinite love frequency that's been tampered with in your experience. But it's actually, everything is just infinite love. So when you're healing, you're basically transforming everything back to what it was. But the experiences that you have are not so much for the physicality form that it's in, but it's really for the energies, the feelings that come with it. That's the only thing that matters. It's not so much what you think you see or you have, it's the feelings. That's why we experience whatever we experience. Everything is just, that's the most important thing, is feelings. And this is how you harm yourself, and this is how you heal yourself. That's why I always say that you are your heaven and your hell. And someone like me, you got to understand that someone that I'm speaking on behalf of my own spiritual awakening. I've not read any books, I've not done anything like, I wasn't interested in this kind of stuff before this awakening. I was brought up. When I was 5 years of age, I was involved in spiritual psychic events, and seeing these kind of people that get involved. So I'm not a newbie. I've been seeing it all my life, and I was, a little kid running around in these events. So I know the kind of people that get involved, and this field attracts attention seekers, a lot of them. So be aware of that. And I've seen them my whole life. What you find with them when you observe these people is they're people, that need attention all the time. They're not so much interested in money; it's more attention. And these are the kind of people you've got to watch out for. And these people read books, and they haven't had a big awakening yet, you see. Yeah, they haven't had a big spiritual awakening. So when they speak, they're basing it on someone else's experience. But it's like I always say, the truth cannot be spoken, but the truth is a realization. The truth is a clarity moment. That's what the truth really is. Everything clicks. That's what the truth really is. It's a realization of truth. It's not something you can read. It's a waste of time, actually, reading something else. And that is the absolute truth. The only thing that's going to awaken you is by going within, and you do that by authentically facing you. That's it. And this is when you're accessing your traumas that were experienced, but not really. Like I say, everything's just a dream. It's just a dream you're having, from this infinite consciousness, which is just infinite feelings, like I've been saying. And it's just a dream, dreaming and dreaming and awareness just forever changing. So you're not So, like I say, people that have had spiritual awakenings are not going to be necessarily interested in whether you were a soldier in a past life, because you realise that that was just an illusion within this infinite awareness. But you're going to be interested only in, you're only interested in healing those parts, and that is only accessed by accessing this feelings, this vibrational awareness of which you are. And this is what you're doing when you are awake, when you do awaken. That's what you, because what happens is you know what to do. You know what to do. Your awakening is just remembering what your soul already knows. Your soul, the real soul is an infinite, this infinite awareness that I'm speaking about. That's what the real self is, the real soul. And you know, of course, everything outward, like I say, it's counterintelligence. The basic counterintelligence, you know, best explained is basically one of the ways is watching the way the masses' perceptions are going, and they organise the counterintelligence based on your interests to count. So you go down the rabbit hole, think, you know, and it's used in spirituality. It's used in spirituality. They've got to, and that's why there's so much out for outward things. They don't want you going within, because that's the only way you access this higher divine self, is by facing you, by going within. So that you ignore all distractions, but you've got to train yourself to ignore all distractions and communicate with the only genuine spirit guide that you have. There's only one spirit guide we have, and that is our own soul. That is your own soul. That's the only thing that knows you. Everything else is just, you can't trust it, because most of it, or nearly all of it, is counterintelligence. And if it's not, if the system messes up, I get shown, the third eye shows me all the stuff about counterintelligence and all the information I say. What they do is, if they slip up, they use that slip up against you, because that's a slip up from the system is an interest from you. So then what they do is they use that interest in a counterintelligence operation. That's it. But anyway, if you're watching, you're meant to watch it. Thank you very much. Thank you.